would like to call to order the September 16th, 2008 meeting of the Glendale Redevelopment Agency. May we have the roll call, please?
Agency members Draymond. Here. Quintero. Here. Weaver. Here. Yusefian. Here. Chairman Najarian.
Here. May we have your report?
The agenda for the September 16, 2008 regular meeting of the Glendale Redevelopment Agency was posted on Thursday, September 11, 2008 on the bulletin board outside City Hall.
Thank you. Do we have minutes?
So moved.
Second.
With no objections or corrections, the minutes will stand as submitted.
Next item is oral communication. Discussion is limited to items not part of this agenda. Each speaker is allowed 5 minutes. Members of the redevelopment agency may question or respond to the speaker, but there will be no debate or decision. The matter may be referred to staff through the executive director for an investigation and report.
Thank you. I do not have any cards. I will close oral communications. Next item.
If there is any agency member or staff comments or new business?
Comments? No comments. Mr. Lanzafame.
Mr. Chairman, two quick announcements. First, I would like to pleased to announce the appointment of Emil Tatavosian to fill the deputy director spot. Emil has been filling that on an interim basis, and we went through a recruitment, an open recruitment, and Emil successfully competed, and his appointment is effective today. The second item of note is Glendale has been named as a finalist for an Eddie Award, that is economic development, from the Los Angeles Economic Development Corporation in the category of Most Friendly Business City. We were named in the category 50,000 people and above with Long Beach, Cerritos, Pasadena, and Santa Clarita. So the final or the winner of that award will be named on November 17th. But another positive note for Glendale's Economic Development Group. Thank you.
Mr. Draymond.
This was, I think this is the appropriate place for this, Mr. Chair. I just would like, there was a conversation earlier today, and in passing, and I would like to ask where we are with the landscape in the San Fernando corridor, that whole issue, not just the landscape and the signage, both.
Mm-hmm.
And if we can, sort of vanished off the face of the earth.
That most recent conversation I was in with Steve Zern was wrestling with MTA over potential fees and or underlying fee issues related to all of that. Bill, can you help?
Yes, that and the placement of the utility lines that we have been dealing with. They don't go in a straight line down the street. They weave in and out. The trick that we've been trying to come up with is how do we take the design that's a fence we're going to put vine on and weave it around so that we miss those utilities. That's something the engineering department is struggling with. Beyond that, I will ask Steve Zern for a more detailed report that we can send to you.
One of the challenges has been the communication company's requirement that we have one of their inspectors on site all the time, literally, as we do nothing more than dig holes to put the fence in, and the expense of that, because it's very expensive. So we've continued to wrestle with the communication companies on a constant basis. It is a constant struggle.
That's correct.
Well, one of my suggestions is that, Mr. Chair, that we bring it forward here in a very public way, and let's see if the public opinion will help with the wrestling process.
Hasn't helped in all these years.
We'll put it on the 30th for an update in a public meeting.
That's all right with...
Should we invite members of the utility companies to share some of the public?
That's a good idea.
Oh, that's exactly what I'm getting at. Let's ask them to make their case as to why the residents in our city should be treated to what they are treated to and have been, as Mr. Weaver just pointed out, for some years.
I was hoping maybe we give the $250,000 back to the gas company that took out the oleanders originally and say we've changed our mind, let them go do it.
Mm-hmm.
Right, I guess the point is we are not the problem.
That's correct, and I think that needs to be more than just making it clear who the problem is. I think we need to see if we can help move the process along toward a solution.
Okay, so let's invite them. Let's place this on the agenda, and along with our update, and invite them to attend.
Tell them that...
Perhaps answer questions that may be generated.
Tell them in the letter that it will be so noted if they do not show up. they've been invited, you don't show up, we're going to let the public know.
No,
Chose
no,
not to show up here.
publicly.
Humiliate them.
Okay, thank you. Anything else?
It just doesn't sound like the friendliest city over 50,000, does it?
With that
Business
issue,
friendly.
that issue, it's not.
Sorry, they've already voted.
Okay, if there are no other comments, and
Move
we
to
have
adjourn.
no new
Second.
business, we are adjourned.